Hey everyone, it's Nathan Fouts, aka Mommy's Best Games. Today I want to show you how to use the time pulse in my high score shooter Game Type DX. A lot of shooters have a super bomb attack, which does enemy damage and wipes bullets from the screen. Game Type DX doesn't have a regular super bomb because Game Type DX is pretty weird, but good weird. Now, all three of these abilities here are tied closely together. The super bomb, your mega beam, and point drops. They're all connected. I'll walk you through it, so stay with me because it'll sound a little complicated, but in the end it's actually pretty simple. Basically, one feeds into the next, so it's awesome to chain them together and get tons of points. To start with, the time pulse, like I was saying, your super bomb, is great because it slows down time as you use it. Here in the video, when I use the time pulse, the background turns red. And that way you know it's active, and the game's in slow motion. It also lets you cancel bullets, but not in the regular way. You have to use the kick beam, that is your super beam, your mega beam, to do that. Now the kick beam is useful for killing enemies, of course, since it's super powerful, but it's limited because you need to power it up with cash drops. And what are cash drops? Well, those are your point drops, but they do other things too. So what do cash drops do? Well, to start with, they give you points, they increase your score multiplier, and they reset your multiplier timer, and you can keep going on your current multiplier, and they power up your kick beam. So how do we get cash drops? Well, like I said, from killing enemies, but also from destroying enemy shots. And this is a special case. We can destroy enemy shots with the kick beam while the time pulse is active. You simply tap the button to use your time pulse, then start shooting the kick beam. So basically it's just do the super bomb, then use your mega shot. As you shoot enemy bullets, they turn into cash drops and they contribute to getting another time pulse. So let's talk about chaining and getting points and powers. This is the real power cycle in the game. In the middle of your HUD, there's an enemy bullet icon and a number. As you destroy enemy bullets with your kick beam during the time pulse, this number goes down. When the number hits 0, you get a new time pulse. Chaining this effect is the secret to huge points. Basically, find a spot where there's lots of enemy bullets, then use the time pulse and start shooting all the enemy bullets. As you shoot, you'll possibly get another time pulse and keep it going. Now eventually you'll run out of enemy bullets to milk, but this is a great strategy. So the chaining method is, use a time pulse. During the time pulse, shoot your kick beam into enemy shots. Destroy so many shots with it, you get a new time pulse. Stop shooting for just a moment and power up your kick beam. And now you can use the same new time pulse again. But where are all these enemy shots? How do you find them? Well, in the game, there are 3 modes to play. 2 of the modes have hand-designed static level layouts. Each time you play, the levels stay the same. You can memorize the levels in these 2 modes and predict where to be each time and improve your score. You'll want to remember where lots of enemies are, like the crabs, and they come out and spray the screen with enemy bullets. And you'll want to use the time pulse here, then shoot all their bullets, and with the kick beam, and get tons of cash drops and points. You can then get another time pulse this way, or you can even pick up a time pulse as they are floating around as power-ups sometimes. The third game mode has lots of variety in enemy setups, but it's also randomized every time you play. Once you get too good at the handmade modes, you should try out the surprise mode for more variety. Let's talk about hoarding power-ups for a minute. I'm sure a lot of you, like me, like to hoard things like a dragon hoards its gold and never use your power-ups. I think you should really make use of the time pulses in this game. You get a new one each time you beat a loop in the game, and you can also get them as floating power-ups. So make sure to catch the power-ups and stop hoarding the time pulses and get out there and use them. And once you use them, you can start really upping your score. Alright guys, thanks for playing and happy shooting.